Behave yourself. I can do both. I mean, can you? Can you? I don't think you're that talented. I'm not going to lie to you. There's something loose about you. You know? Yeah, something about... no reason for German. You look away. Something about the... Wednesdays has become a suit day. For the past few days, the past few Wednesdays, I have worn suits. And it's just... I think it's possibly this game because the game is all about political intrigue. The game is all about mysteries and understanding and reading people well and stuff like that. And second-guessing yourself, a lot of second-guessing yourself. That I think that is definitely an aspect to it. Do you know what I mean? Don't try to wind me up. See what you're doing? See what you're talking about. What does lurk do? Lurk just means that you're not gonna, like, you've got other things you're doing maybe, or you don't want to engage in the conversation at the moment, or you're popping away for a couple of minutes to make a cup of tea. Just exclamation mark lurk just means that you're disappearing for a little bit, but you're still here, like you're still tuned in, but you're doing something else, as it were. As a command, it literally just pops up that thing. It's not like a specific, like it's not bring it on. It's just it's a yeah. Like there's no, it doesn't actually bring anything to it. It just is a bit of waffle to make it look pretty. It's a bangle. It's a bangle of words. Is what it is. Okay, so story so far. We have come to this island full of very rich, aristocratic kind of people to find our mother. Our mother has gone missing on this island. We have seen her in visions where she has been all bloodied and beaten up. She's hiding somewhere on this island, and the island is full of... It's got like Napoleon Bonaparte, George Washington, some very important historical figures. And I have just broken into the vault of the guy who runs the island. I've also been accused of murder. I also got accused of murder in the last one. So that's something that's occurred. So yeah, we're gonna carry on. How's it going, Red Queen Rhonda? How you doing? I'm doing very well today. Bit sleepy because I didn't sleep massively well. But doing all right. Doing okay. How are you doing? Trying to work from home, you're kind of distracting me. Distracted with the cuteness. I mean, I'll take it. I don't mind being distracting. That's perfectly fine. But like I said, you cannot put this stream in front of your life. Your life must always come first, alright? I cannot pick up the Devil's Thorn. I can't remember what anything does, because it's been a week since we've done it. So, Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. Golden Elixir cures negative alterations. Devil's Thorn temporarily reveals immunities and vulnerabilities, affecting dialogue choices. Carmelite Water, the next skill use is free. The other thing we needed to do was have a look at our journal at all of the different people. Now, Elizabeth Adams, immunity to psychology. However, she's also dead. She got brutally murdered. So we don't really have to worry about her. Mortimer William, immune to science. He is a passionate businessman. Oh yeah, so this is the guy. William Mortimer is the guy who owns the island, and we think he's immortal. We think he's immortal. We think he is like a million, billion, trillion years old. We believe he's been around since the Great Crusade, and he's known our mother for a really long time. Sarah de Richet is our mother. We don't know much about her. Oh, we know that she's into occult, but about disproving the occult more than anything else. She did experiments on Elizabeth Adams because Elizabeth Adams had some description of potential spirits talking to her or schizophrenia. One of the two. We're not entirely sure at this stage because there are definitely supernatural aspects around this. Emma Hillsborough and Emily Hillsborough are 2 identical twins who have shared the same... They share exactly the same visage and they share the same identity. They are both go under the idea, the view of Emily Hillsborough for spying purposes. Thank you very much for the spoilers and stuff. Yes, people, like the last thing I ever want is for people to give me any kind of information about the stories and stuff like that, even hints and tips or thoughts and theories. Let me bumblefuck my way through. If I do have any questions, I will throw up this very, very subtle sign. It's very subtle. Got to keep your eyes out for it if I need any help, all right? She died. What did you do? So, she appeared... I'd had a conversation with Emily Hillsborough, and she basically invited me back to her boudoir, and I was like, game on! And then Elizabeth Adams came out and was like, quick! I need your help! You can't... Louis, I need your help! Please, come with me! I fear for my life! And I was like, oh, as much as I really want to go and get laid, I will follow Elizabeth Adams and find out what's going on here, because, like, I just need to make sure she's alright. She offered me a drink. She got very angry when I refused the drink.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow, you beautiful human being. I won't call your name out just in case you're lurking, but I appreciate your follow. She got very angry when I refused the drink, so I took the drink. I drank more. I was still okay, but I was a little bit tipsy. And then she told me that she'd spiked the drink with laudanum. I collapsed. I blacked out. And when I woke up, we found out that she'd been stabbed 9 times in the back. And, like, I woke up and my body was found over her body. Like, I woke up as they broke in. Very classic sort of knock, knock, knock. Miss Adams, oh, look, you've been murdered and you've been found standing over the corpse. So, yeah, that's basically what happened there. Manuel Godoy is a Spanish officer who, from what we understand, is hugely over, like, has far too many awards and acclaims and medals to their name. But historically, I understand that the Queen of Spain and potentially Godoy's lover. Well, it actually says there. Lover, Queen Maria Beaumont of Parma. He attracted the envy of Spanish princes. Blah, 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 blah. But in order for the Queen to keep him around, she keeps giving him extra awards and medals and shit, which is stupid. How's it going, Mizuki? How you doing, my sweet love? 9 times? Well, I guess at least it wasn't 10, all right? Christoph von Wollner is a massive occultist and a bit of a dick. He's been trying to get something from my mother and is the main suspect into why my mother is not there. Well, is why she's in hiding at the moment. Hope you well. I'm all right, thank you. I am sleepy. Jacques Perrou, we have definitely had altercations with. He's a massive dickhead. And, yeah, less said about him, the better. He's just a dickhead. Sir Gregory Home is an English aristocrat who is best friends with William Mortimer. William Mortimer, the whole reason why everyone's here is because they basically sculpt the world. They all meet up. They have massive world leaders and up-and-coming people and what have you. And they sculpt the world. Emily Hillsborough we've talked about, though her vulnerability... immune to logic and vulnerability to psychology. That's me. Vulnerability to questioning and manipulation. He's a cardinal for the Catholic Church. Napoleon Bonaparte. Immunity to convictions and politics. French prick. Keeps trying to manipulate me into providing him cannons. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah. My mother is the head of a secret order called the Golden Cum Bucket or something. George Washington, well into his occult and stuff. And the servants, vulnerability to everything. George Washington, not things. Okay, cool. Starch, how you doing? Oh my god, I thought you were talking about something IRL there. No, I'm talking about all of the things that are going on in the game, because there's a hell of a lot going on, it seems. You know what I mean? Did they think that you get? Yes. They think that we have killed the the Elizabeth Adams. Because, well, we are the primary suspect. But they're still allowing map of Asia.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
They are allowing us to wander around the place unsupervised because they believe we are not. There is strong suspicion that we are not the person that murdered Elizabeth Adams. As Van said, massive dickhead. Oh, you were summoned, Razotta. You were obviously summoned. Give cannon, give. Basically, yeah, that was exactly what happened there. Do you know what I mean? You jump back in at that point as well. Ladies and gentlemen, all genders outside and between, Sky Tut Uwu has redeemed a praise the mods. Could you throw out some mod loves for me? You can use mod loves from my channel or anybody else's channel. Say a massive thank you to those glorious moderators. Thank you very much, mods. I really appreciate you. You're all glorious and amazing. You are a pain in my ass. Oh, my lordy. Well, that's upsetting. How did that work? Can we try that again, please? There we go. There was missing a space. Missing a space. That's better. All of the pink hearts for the dirty moderators. I got to the point where you had been drugged and was like, oh my god, and then I was found over her dead body and clicked on. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, that's not outside the realms of possibility for my life, you know? If a shark played the harmonica, would it be where their teeth are or where their gills are? Where their gills are, because that's where they technically breathe. And they have more control over their gill slits than they do over their lips in their face. My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore the pressure from the Russians. The Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France. Once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage, I'm sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Oh yeah, so, in regards to like what's going on politically in France, King Louis has just been sent to the guillotine. Your friend Elfriede Bauer. King Louis has just been sent to the guillotine. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plan of Custine and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris, as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is important for me not to intervene. Oh, it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any missives to give me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend Monsieur Peru. Yours sincerely, Charles-Francois Dumouriez, General of the Army of the North. So, Sir Mortimer is well involved with all of the important people. All of the important people. Is that Miss Uki, internet celebrity and star of the impeccable Dark Tide Rising Waters on Adventure Tavern at 8 p.m. BST this evening? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, friends. That's 8 p.m. BST. Remember that the clocks have gone back for people in Europe. They have not gone back for people in America. So, if you are planning on watching Dark Tide Rising Waters over on Adventure Tavern, please make sure that you are aware of that change in the schedule. Do you know what I mean? Not really a place you want to visit? No. No, not at this moment in time, no. Why, yes, it is I, the person behind the mysterious strange Maya, whom seems to help through riddles and questionable offal in jars. How I cannot wait for 8 p.m. this evening. Honestly, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. John Adams is the vice president of America at this stage in history. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. Elizabeth, who we know has just been killed. All very exciting. Team Goose, team getting the team out alive. Good fucking luck. It's a map of Africa. Analyze the geopolitical situation. I cannot do that because I have no points in politics.
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
This is the point in history where English colonization is in full force, isn't it? So the England have colonized a lot of India and are progressing on Africa. Yeah, because it's lots of England versus France. Yeah. Okay, cool. My history isn't great, but I'm trying to catch up, you know? Team 8 dice pool is not enough. 8 dice pool is never enough. Being crushed under the weight of all these geese. Good. You deserve it. It's your fault. Do you know what I mean? I'm still rolling at Johan Superman Anthony's roll last week. Honestly, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. What was it, like fucking 200 dice and not a single success? My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated, and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schleswig. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Golden Order, that's the secret order that I'm a part of. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend, Nikolai Novikov. Nikolai Novikov. Okay. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing these names right.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Not untrue. The world is... The humanity are easily swayed if they have the incentive to be. Head out. No worries taken. You take it easy, you beautiful human being. The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durrani, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, and of Mashhad, and of Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son, Zaman, will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. Hey. So this is really hammering in how much of an influence Sir Mortimer has over all worldly politics.
This shows the forces present in America.
No worries, Dave. You take it easy. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Wonderful evening. Rest of your afternoon. Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it!
I looked up in the dictionary the definition of sexy and it said veil and vein. The dictionary has great taste.
Not gonna deny that. Not gonna deny that one jot. How are you doing, Crimson Fiora, you beautiful human being? Let me drop down a wee bit. That way I fit into the camera better, you know? How's it going, Crimson Fiora? How are you doing, you glorious individual? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in and throwing those 100 little panderings all over my face, you know? My dear friend, with thanks for your service rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Please be very careful when handling these boxes, because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed El Kebir. Okay. So they're well into, like, shipping corpses and, like, this is world-altering shit we're talking about here. This is amazing. My dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered, where you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find the enclosed list of my colleagues. Leonard Blecker, Hugh Smith, Armstrong and Barnwall, Samuel March, Andrew D. Barclay, that name rings a bell, Benjamin Seixas, John Henry, John Bush, David Reedy. Thank you for your help. We'll soon be able to meet in my place, the Tontine Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. That obviously has some kind of political relevance, but I am not entirely sure what it is.
It's locked.
I will take Golden Elixir. My dearest friend Lord Norter, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangements involving us. Your friend, Ganlong, Emperor of the I want to say Qing Dynasty, but I have a horrible feeling that it's not. Is that how you pronounce the Xing Dynasty? Can't remember. My brain has farted. Zhang, maybe?
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
$26 million. Interesting. I am also French, by the way. My character is French. The Qing Dynasty does also sounds a bit silly. Yeah, definitely. But I know, like, the reason why I say King is because I have a makeup palette that is QING, and that is meant to be pronounced King to my understanding. I'm trying to think of Chinese dynasties, and my Chinese history is very limited. I think it was the Jing dynasty, maybe. I might just be butchering history, to be honest with you. My dearest friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, and with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you, in the hope of serving you again, George, King of Hanover, King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Okay. I'm doing well. I had some food and now sitting here looking like Pumbaa. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm doing very well. Considering I had fuck all sleep last night. Last night was the first time in a long time that I have not been able to sleep due to my brain being overthinking. Probably down to after effects of the past 2 weeks where I've had a lot of alcohol toxicity and illness combined, you know. But yeah. But other than that, I'm in a good mood. I'm still in a good mood. Makes sense that it would be pronounced that way though. Just mainly joking there, but I guess you got. Oh yeah, 100% DD, 100%. It does like the idea of being called a king dynasty. Yeah, definitely. William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think that you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, do not not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? Interesting. Interesting. Now, what is the letter? That looks very suspect. So does that room. Let's... Oh, I wanted to pick up the thing, but never mind. Can't do that. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
So she is after Mortimer.
What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is this stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Let's see if you have the courage to face me alone. I take the note and the sword that my mother has left in a very threatening way in a giant globe in the middle of the room. Because, you know, if I wanted to obscure my path, taking evidence is definitely the way to do it. Wow. Okay, so this seems that... So this is the vault. That's the door to the vault. That leads to the private chambers of the private official study of Lord Mortimer. This is obviously the worldly political room. And there's a door there that's locked. And then this looks like a science room. Or a collector's room, maybe? Huh. Interesting.
The table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
I mean, we have got a theory that Lord Mortimer is many hundreds of years old. Like, has been around since the Crusades of the Great Crusades. I will take your royal jelly. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still due to begin in October. I think that might have been a misspelling. Due to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Alchemical symbol of fire. I'm not getting in there and I don't have any fire keys. I do have... What keys have I got? A water key. Got a water key. Key with an occult fire symbol. Let's go with that, shall we?
A motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Use the left key. I'm guessing there will be a there will be another key somewhere in here as well. we will... I'm not going to try and break the lock just yet. Just there. U is next to I guess somebody wrote a typo. Yeah, I guess it must have been a typo of some description. Let's see the letters and stuff first. My dear Lord Mortimer, be assured that of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendier peasantry... Vendi peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the assembly, which consists of voting in the civil constitution of the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to rouse the people definitively. Your devoted servant, Francois Athanase, Chartres de la Contrie. Ha. Interesting. Very interesting.
Preservation using formaldehyde.
That brain?
Just as disgusting as ever.
Yep, that's a brain. I will take the book. What does the book give me? Point in science? Okay, cool. That's the next one we're getting done anyway. So, that's superfluous.
Something strange about this table.
Oh. Discovered an immunity. That Lord Mortimer is immune to science? As a whole? Wow. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine, here is the model of your new lock. If you appreciate my prototype. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheel, the aforementioned lock will be opened, or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the Judgment of Faith because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustave Montron, Master Architect. Ah.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by.
Gustav.
Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
I mean...
Oh, his right hand is missing.
Huh.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. Looks like obsidian or onyx.
That
Must weigh a
is...
ton.
That writing... That looks like Sumerian. Which is one of the oldest known languages. Right, something about that we are knowing of. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learnt to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns, but does not dominate. That certainly sounds like the way that Mortimer chooses to go.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Okay, so we've got homing pigeon messages. We've got... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is he Lazarus? Huh. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find
An
out.
iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
What? As in the man in the iron mask? As in the Three Musketeers? As... Oh, I've read that already. There's so much going on here. There is so much going on here.
Seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Discovered an immunity to science. I already knew that Mortar was immune to science, didn't I? Yes, I did. The description is left out a bit where he used his power to shag anything with a pulse. Yeah, he did. Yeah, 100%.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Are they the nails that hung up Christ? We know that Mortimer collects religious iconography and mythological iconography. He's got a golden fleece downstairs. He's got what is potentially Pandora's box downstairs that we didn't touch and open. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore, and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible, though without the help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us, Tipu Sahib, Sultan of Mysore.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Read the draw. Occultism level 1? Yeah,
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Ooh, David Dwarf, come here, Jiggy Devil, come here, you. Go forth and enjoy the rest of your day. Go do the thing. Have a wonderful time at therapy. You know. That pronunciation of Van Leeuwenhoek was surprisingly good, nearly exactly on point. I wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
He's basically, like, from what I'm seeing in this entire place, is he is trying to bridge the gap between science and magic. And the fact that there's a skeleton over there that only has one arm is screaming at me. Absolutely screaming at me.
Something strange about this table.
I'm a Dutchman, I would know. Examine the equipment. Look at the
Little
instrument.
surgeon's perfect collection. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies. Here on his desert island. But who's he doing autopsies on then?
Discovered it. So there's 3 ways to discover Mortimer's immunity of science. Okay. So I've clicked all these. I've clicked all these. The only thing I could do is this
The
while
chest
I'm
with
here.
the motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Do I risk it for a biscuit? Let's leave it. Let's leave it. There's nothing in there that I can guarantee is going to be worth me getting. Done all of these ones. Done all of those. We done that? That?
These are feathers.
Oh, pigeon feathers.
Pigeon, probably.
Maldehyde. The letters, the blah, 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 blah. Okay. Checked all them. Check that. Whether we'll be able to come back here or not is another question entirely. We've checked all of these. We've checked all of that stuff. Right, let's...
Oh, shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Oh. What was it? 1,590? Was what it was before?
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
What?
Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
Lower the lever.
Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
That's not good. That is not good. Shit.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
How's it going, Ginger Bay? How you doing? I wonder if Mortimer also wears a bear mask. This is all... I mean, it's potentially true. Potentially true. Think about the shape of the cylinders. That is diversion, which I don't have any points in. Think about the mechanism as a whole.
These cylinders rotate on the same central axis, so when I enter a number on one side, it corresponds to another one on the other side.
Ah, shit. Okay. It corresponds to another one on the other side. Let me hear that again. Because then if that's the case, then I need to work out what
This
the
looks
opposite...
like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
I need to work out what the opposite is for...
These cylinders rotate on the same central axis.
On the same central
so when I
axis.
enter a number on one side, it corresponds to another one on the other
Okay.
side.
So I need to work out what each one is. So it needs to be 1590 on the other side. So... Where's my book? Where's my book? Got a waist trainer? You like one of those? Yay! How's it going, Rimbar Raz? How you doing, you glorious individual? I need my notes. I need my notes so that I can work out how the fuck this works. Goddamn books. Right, so we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's... So if I'm doing there, then I need to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one needs to be 6. Damn it. It's upside down. So... 6. What was it? 1590. The opposite of 5 is 0. So that needs to be 0. The opposite of 9 will be 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the opposite of that, yeah. So that'll be 5.
This
My
looks
brain.
like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
My brain. Lower the lever. Damn it! I didn't select 55555s.
The wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
This is not what I selected.
Someone's coming.
Altercations.
Please don't let it be Mortimer.
It's not going to be somebody worthwhile either. It's going to be Peru.
Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago, I was his favorite. But nowadays, I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru.
Keep quiet.
I don't know if I should, but
Well, that's it. I've had enough of being humiliated.
I'm wasting my time here.
After
Stay
everything
quiet.
I've done on his behalf, he dares treat me like a lackey? I've bled the Parisian elite for the sake of his whims, and what have I got to show for it? Doesn't even have the courtesy to give me 5 minutes of his time.
How's it going, Unicorn
I
Mom?
wanted to put my mind at ease. Well, that's done. I know what I've got to do now.
I must find my mother. So much for discretion.
Monsieur Peru, it's me, Monsieur de
What the
Riche.
devil is going on?
No. No, 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 no. 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 No, game, no. No.
Need your help.
Where are you, de Riche?
Behind the painting. Open it, please. I've shut myself in. There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
What was the combination? I'm really pissed off at this, by the way, people. I'm really fucked off. Because there is no way, shape, or form that I would ever be okay with this scenario. There's no way I'd ever be okay with this scenario.
1191.
That explains why I got it wrong, to be fair, though. Because I was thinking about the wrong... Don't remember? No. That it does explain why I got it wrong.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks again.
Why such an indulgence? I owe him one. You see, this is what pisses me off, because I would never do that. We've already made enemies with Peru. For starters, if it hadn't have been a week, I would have remembered that it was 1191, not 1590. But that's by and by. We've done it now. I'm not going to worry about that. But I would never have allowed Peru, of all people, I would never have allowed Peru to have access to the information in that room, in those two rooms. I would never have allowed that information to happen. Because it's got information on the plague victims turning up in France. It's got information on all of the military movements that are happening around the world. That room would give Peru more, like, military knowledge than is worth Peru having. But anyway, thanks again. I owe him one. Why such an indulgence? I don't want to openly admit to owing him one.
You had me trapped. Why not say anything?
I would have wanted someone to open the door for me, too. And while it's too late for me, it may not be for you.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Peru, you surprise me.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
Peru, you surprise me. Friends, I am shocked and yet happy. Yeah. For starters, I would definitely have remembered. If we had done this last week, I would have remembered that it was 1191, not 1590. But we didn't, and I'm not going to worry about that. That is a really interesting turn of events. That's a really interesting turn of events. I met Manuel Godoy. I got some information out of Von Vollner. I found the nightmare that my mother mentioned. I got to know Waldo. Waldo is the minor bird. I found a way of getting into the secret study. I had a strange conversation with Jacques Peru. I got locked inside Mortimer's secret study. Not necessarily a bad thing, because we have now discovered a soft side to Jacques Peru. Jacques Peru has his own set of rules, I think. So while he may not like somebody, he may think, if it were me, and act accordingly. Maybe. Maybe. That is interesting. That is interesting. Oh, raised 2 levels. That'll do nicely. Okay. What have we got here? Well, we've got 8 points to spend. Oh, that's exciting. And we've got a few of these. So I'm going to... 1 point to science, 1 point to linguistics, 1 point to erudition. Science, politics, subterfuge, logic, etiquette. I think having 1 point there just to do diversion is probably wise anyway. What was it? Science, linguistics, and erudition. So, science, linguistic, erudition, and linguistics. If we put 1 in linguistics, then we at least get 1 point in linguistics. Erudition. Let's ramp that up to thingy. And then if we put... science, linguistics, and erudition. The linguistics we're going to get anyway because we're going to pick that. Science and erudition we're not necessarily going to get any further with just by having 1 point in there, but it could put us on the way to the next slot. We could just put 3 in politics. And then at least we can... or we can raise manipulation by 1. If we put 3 in politics, then at least we can attempt every single skill. Regardless of what it is. But at the same point... oh, God, this game is so good at making you think about, like, be very precise about what it is you want to do. Very, very good at that. Either, so we get politics or we get level 2 manipulation. Reduces effort points by 3. The problem with having... so, the benefit is that we would be able to interact with every political intrigue that goes on. The disadvantage is that we wouldn't be able to... like, there'd be more things to spend our effort points on. Is it better to have it and not need it? Or is it better to be better at manipulation? Can't even click on my journals to find out who's... I'm going to go with manipulation. Can't imagine the favor you would owe him would be in any way pleasant or convenient. It's rather nice to see that there's a rather soft side. Yeah, 100%. Definitely. Let's do that. We are better at manipulation. And we will get a point in science, erudition, and linguistics, which will open up linguistics for us. And it will... we'll just have to deal with not being able to do politics. Done. Okay, it's done. Which will open up linguistics, give us 1 point in there, 1 point in there. Okay. Manuscripts to equip. Oh,
Panda to
shit.
my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Shiny day to you, you radiant rapporteur of rapturously raunchy ravishness and recalcitrant reappearance of Razzmatazz.
Sammy Critfield, you are outshining yourself right now. You are outshining yourself with this amazing collection of alliteration. Every day it's a different letter, and I thoroughly appreciate it. I didn't take into consideration that we could have had 3 of these. Right, well, we'll open that one because it gives us 3 points anyway. Politics, subterfuge, logic, etiquette, and science. Politics might be useful to have anyway. Subterfuge, yeah, why not? Logic, etiquette, and science. Etiquette, not worth it. Conviction, meh. Logic, we're miles away from it, so it kind of doesn't mean too much. But I reckon politics and subterfuge. Or we could go science. And then that would give us 2 in science. Okay, let's go politics and science. That'll set us up for good standing for the next round of XP. Every point increases by 1. Obtain all the level 1 skills. Damn it. Gain 10% more experience at the end of a quest. Oh, no. No, if I'd have known that. Fuck. If I'd have realized that, then I would have put my points in politics instead of manipulation. Because of, like, having extra XP is always good. Damn it. Never mind. That'll do. We're done. We're good. Let's carry on.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Look for my mother. Spy on Piaggi and Volna. Oh, the intrigue. How's it going, Insaludar? How you doing, you glorious human being? Whatever they're going to talk about is going to be really interesting. And we know that Mother is fuck-arsing about anyway. We also know that she's not necessarily going to go anywhere. Because we took the note and the threat to... It makes more sense to spy. Basically, what we've learned here, friends, is that I just don't care about finding my own mother. As time goes on, I just don't care about finding my own mother. I'd much rather find out what the fuck is going on with all of these people. But we'll find that out in a moment, friends. We'll find that out in a moment, because... Oh. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute, people. I'll be back in a minute. I need to get up. I need to have a stretch. I need to go visit the old urination station and make another cup of tea, because tea is always invaluable. So I encourage you to do the same. Get up, have a stretch your eyes, look at something in the distance, grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or alcoholic. Don't forget to take your meds. And if you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths. Stretch those lungs out, stretch those rib cages out. Never wear a binder longer than 6 hours, you beautiful human beings, okay? I'll be back momentarily. I will leave you some delightful music. And yeah, like, make sure you take some time and look after yourself. And we'll be back and we'll find out what the fuck is going on with this political intrigue momentarily. Much better. Much better. All is good with the world, friends. Thanks for waiting. I really appreciate it. I went and got a I went and bought a whole load of like Halloween treats for people, for you know, like kids that come knock at the door and what have you. But nobody came, so I'm now eating my little love hearts, my little Chubba Chub mini lolly, you know. Still under the blankets watching Val still half asleep on my sofa, feeling it today. Apparently I'm not 18, like I think I am sometimes. No, I know that feeling. As was evident in my complete comatose state on fucking Monday, do you know what I mean? Yeah. What are you doing sliding money blue slushies? No, you are not allowed any of that fucking Halloween, those Halloween treats. No. No, 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 no. No. I fucking saw you. Fucking saw you, sunshine. Alright? Don't you even try it. Let's stick this cheeky little mini lolly in my face. Then we'll carry on. How's it going, Oren? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing really well, thank you. We are cracking into this game. That's all... You can't see that, but there's like tiny little strands of sugar that are sticking off it. Yeah, cracking into this game. We're playing a game called The Council, which is all like about political intrigue and stuff. So it's really exciting. Really exciting. It's a brilliant game at making you second guess all of your choices. Like, all of them. It's quite ridiculous. How are you doing, Oren? You alright, right? You alright, buddy? Don't bind anymore. But I do have bad rib damage from overuse in the past, so it's super appreciated self-care reminders, Van Val. Saves a new generation of ribs. We try our best. We also know that, like body dysphoria is obviously very problematic for people, and sometimes you just want to keep pushing yourself. But a lot of my friends who are trans are the ones that have given me the instructions about how long to bind for. Never bind with bandages. Only ever bind for as long as it is recommended, and it's recommended at 6 hours, from what I understand. Maximum of 6 hours. So, you know what I mean? Chilling, watching this stream, you're very entertaining. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But we are going to jump back into the game. The joys of this bizarre scenario in which we have a choice of looking for our mother or spying on Piaggi and Volna. Which we're gonna spy. Let's not even try and lie about this.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
Delve deeper into that discussion. Why not? Okay.
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
What were you talking about? Hold on. Yeah, no, not that one. Try and remember what people's right. Von Volna, we don't know what their weaknesses are or thingies are. Piaggi, we know, is vulnerable to questioning and manipulation. Let's use a Devil's Thorn. Let's use a Devil's Thorn so that we know which ones are useful to know. Questioning manipulation, cool. How's it going, Ziodanak? How you doing? Lurk away, friend. That's alright, that's okay. So, vulnerability, pretend to know. Reassure them seems important. Yeah, we'll go with that vulnerability.
Have you brought spears as well, then?
What? Did Mortimer ask you to bring him holy spears too?
Yes, but I thought I was the only one. How many of them have you brought, then?
18 in all. Any relic even remotely to do with them, in fact.
18 spears? How many of them exist in all?
No one knows. Especially as there is only one authentic one, of course. That all adds to the mystery, don't you think?
Well,
Beard Longinus.
please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
I've already got a bad rep with... I've already got a bad rep with Volner. That was really interesting. That was really interesting. And the reason why that I'm really happy that we did that is because spears... So there was a big period of history where the Catholic Church went around buying up every bit of artifacts that could possibly have been anything related to Jesus Christ. Huge period of history. Especially during like the Crusades and stuff like that. They have enough wood to like build they have enough wood that belongs to the cross, that belongs to the crucifix of Jesus Christ, enough to build an entire fucking fleet of ships. Do you know what I mean? They have so much wood that belong to the crucifix of Jesus Christ. Now, we saw in the secret study of Mortimer that he had three iron nails, which looked like they could have been to do with the nails that hammered Jesus to the crucifix. Whoa, it's exciting. It's exciting, friends.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
Lady Raven? Lady Raven. I'll remember to pronounce your name properly. Thank you so much for continuing your gift sub. Is it actually your subiversary? Is it your subiversary, friend? Or is it or is it just that you've decided to continue it? Because either way, I'm very much appreciated. I just wanted to know whether I needed to write your name on the mirror. Do you know what I mean? I need to know whether I need to write your name on the mirror, friend. Thank you so much for choosing to continue your sub. That means the fucking world to me. It really does. Because gift subs are great. Gift subs are absolutely amazing, and the generosity of the community are fantastic. But it really means the world when somebody is given a gift sub and then they choose to continue it themselves anyway. Because I like it. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate it. It really means the world to me. It is like next level stuff, that. Right, I don't know whether I can go past them. I'll go this way. I'll go this way. Okay. Where? That is not what I wanted. Ooh, actually, can we have a look at our traits? You know? Charismatic presence again. 1 point in manipulation. 1 point in psychology. Detective. Ooh, yeah. 1 point in manipulation. 1 point in occultism. One more. Conviction costs 1 more effing point. Because I'm immoral. Okay, boxer 1 point in agility. I got some recent one. That was a recent one. I gained 1 point in manipulation. You read the book about weakness. Okay, cool. Snooper 1 point in subterfuge. Oh, so that's the one I just got. You eavesdropped. Oh, this is really interesting, actually. And I didn't realize that what it was. So just by playing the game in certain ways, you get given points. Just by playing the game in a certain fashion. That's really cool. What was the other one? I got... Failed to improve to Napoleon. Yeah, I'm really not that bothered. Conviction is going to be my weakness anyway, because I've got... Everything costs too much. Cultism. I want to know what the... Yeah, that one. Subterfuge costs 1 more effort point. No. Oh, that is painful. That is actually painful. I use subterfuge a lot. Or subterfuge, as it may also be called. Do you know what I mean? Have you got the second mirror today? I have indeed. I have indeed. I have cleansed this mirror. I have written all of the new names on the mirror. And we have... So I wrote all the names that were on that mirror into this book. This is the Grimoire of Vane. So when we reuse a mirror, we write the names into the book, or the Grimoire of Vane. I wrote all the names into the book, and I cleaned the mirror. Normally I do it on stream, but as there were so many names that I needed to catch up on, I decided not to do it on stream. And then I cleaned the mirror and wrote all the new names on. So that's where we're at the moment, you know? I've been lurking for a hot minute. I had a dream about you, Valen. I had bought a corset because Anne Hathaway had recommended one. But it was way too long on me because I am a shorty. So you and I had a discussion about it, and I ended up giving it to... You ended up giving it to me. Then we went to his swimming lessons, but decided... But we detailed our guide into giving us a couscous tour instead. A couscous tour? A couscous tour. That's a new one on me. Never had a couscous tour. That's a new one. How exciting, though. The real question I've got to ask, though, Stacey the Linguist, also, how are you doing, you beautiful, spectacular specimen of humankind? People go check out Stacey the Linguist, especially if you like language. If you like language, Stacey the Linguist is literally a scientist around language, and you will probably do those things. A coitus? Was it a coitus tour? Was that what you were trying to... Oh, no. But we derailed our guide into giving us a couscous tour. A couscous tour. Good lord. So the question I've got to ask, Stacey, and it's the question that I always ask, is, did we engage in coital engagement? Did we do the rumpy-pumpy bumping uglies? Did we do the horizontal tango? Did we go out a-rutting? These are the questions that I need to know. And the reason why is because Dream Valen has a reputation. Has a reputation, so we say, you know? Been very sick over the past couple of days, but hanging in there. There is a nasty, nasty cold going around at the moment. Well, as people say, it's a nasty cold going around at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure it's a nasty cold so much as we've all been stuck inside and our immune systems have suffered. We did not! Well, I never. You are one of... Literally... You are the fourth person to have had a dream about me that did not involve the rutting. The fourth person ever to have a dream about me that did not involve the rutting. You know what I mean? Val needs to control... Not a chance. I leave Dream Valen to their own devices. Do you know what I mean? He can do what the fuck he wants. Do what the fuck he wants. It's as long as it's all, you know, consensual. I don't care. You know? Thank you for the shout out anytime. My pleasure to shout you out, my love. My pleasure to shout you out. It was very sad. We just discussed corsetry. Oh, the worst. The worst. The little of both. There's an overall immune drop, but particularly in the UK, there's a nasty sinus thing going around. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I certainly got the nasty sinus thing, you know? Better fall asleep and try again. The rutting, you know? Well, when certain... They call, like, the mating ritual or the mating of certain animals rutting. And I think rutting is a fantastically hilarious word. So, that's the reason why I say the rutting. I also like the trademark on that as well. So that's the tower room. Let's see if we can get in any of these other rooms before we go out. That's Yaji's room. That's Emily's room. I wonder if we can get back in the Adams room. Johann von Volner, he's down there, so that's probably not going to work. And then we'll come back to this level of the... The other thing I've got to find out is find out the sword. The sword. Where the sword came from. Nope, can't get in that one. That was Elizabeth Adams' room, but obviously she is deceased. She has... Can't get in that one. Oh, saw something shiny down here for a second there, but... What this game has also done is it's hugely led me into a false sense of security in the regards that it has made a lot of places available and given me a lot of bits and pieces to go with said places. And as a result of that, it means that I have lapped everything up thinking that they're infinite resources, and they're definitely not. They're definitely not. Damn it. I was hoping that maybe I could go into his room while he was off talking with Von Volner. Can't go into my own room because that's locked, despite the fact being my room. Got an awful sign this thing right now. It's a real bitch. I don't know how you have passed it my way. Dream Val, obviously. A dirty, dirty horizontal tango with young Dream Vane. Gonna lurk against absentee probably fall asleep, but that's alright. That's okay. You do your thing. Let your body swing. That's Napoleon. Can't go back and see Jacques Peru. Right, I want to go down the other stairs. Can I just run by you? I can. Okay. The other stairs first. The only answer is specifically comfortable with. Faster the dreams, obviously. Obviously. Oh, you see, I get +1 difficulty. Oh, it upsets me. Unlock it.
Fragment of amber.
Oh, that is useful. Not that it really fucking matters.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Oh, yes. Forgot about that.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Wow. 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 I never would have guessed that by myself.
Golden elixir. A Chinese coin. Recognizable
Never
by the
would have
hole
guessed
in the
that
middle.
by myself.
If I remember rightly, that's called a cache.
I've got this big wooden sword that shows sign of weathering and potential moss growth. I wonder where it came from. Already got that. That was a bit of amber. Wow. There is definitely a loophole in this game in the regards that when it starts, the loophole that I've discovered is that when it starts these little timer things, you can press tab and go into your journal to check somebody's vulnerabilities, and it pauses the timer. Not quite around the corner, no. Not quite. Alpaca, you come here, you. Come here, you. Look at you coming over here claiming cheeky kisses. What do you like? What do you like, you cheeky devil? Oh, my lordy.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Ier, receiving the Holy Family.
A painting by Raphael.
So obviously the next place is for me to go into the garden. However, what does the golden elixir do again? Cures negative alterations. Okay. However, I want to go, like, I want to run around and basically gather resources because I am running low on a lot of things. Ooh, hello. We could have a little conversation with George Washington. Choice already made.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Oh, that's good, because I've already unlocked it. That, you see, I like that. I like that aspect. If you've already unlocked, like, a little box, it will allow you to do it again. Mr. Washington. I'm going to move back a little bit, because that was very close to you.
Is everything all right, my young friend?
Wonderful.
Isn't that lovely? Well, see you later.
That was underwhelming. I was expecting a nice conversation with my friend, good old Georgie. Georgie Porgy Pudding and Pie. But apparently, 'twas not to be. Quite the discussion. Tell me about it. That is quite the library.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
That's going to come in useful at some point. This is the only book that I can select in the entire thing, and I can't do anything with it. And Mother specifically forbade me from ever reading it. Yeah, that's going to come in useful at some stage.
Circe.
Library's probably scary, all the verticality and all. Do you get vertigo, DJ?
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
How very appetizing. I'm really impressed that they have the thingy. This is cool as fuck. So this is the private island off the coast of the United Kingdom somewhere. Some kind of waterfall thing down there, although it's just not properly rendered, maybe. This is very cool. Don't get vertigo from seeing it, but I totally would IRL. This is cool. And the fact that they've got flutterbys. Like, this feels like it would be a really windy place. And get over there. Nope. I feel like the wind would be too strong for butterflies, but fair enough. This is where we had our altercation with Von Volner.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
Especially the balcony because no railing. Yeah. I get like the reverse side of vertigo. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to fall off. I feel like I want to jump off. I get like the hazardous side of vertigo where I'm like, it would be really cool if I just jumped off this right now. You know? I believe I said that before. Don't go closer to the edge of my body length. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this is the main hall. I was hoping I'd find a few more resources around here, but apparently not. Wouldn't mind another conversation with Peru, but that's fine. Can we go out the front door?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
All right. Napoleon has disappeared. Maybe they're all in the garden. Do with some more royal jelly.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Golden elixir that I can't get.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Don't do this to me, game.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Which means that I have gone the entire wrong way. I thought I could do a full circle of it, but I can't. Right, onwards. Onwards we go. Easy to get lost with so many rooms? Yeah. Weirdly, like, amusingly, I seem to remember at the beginning of the beginning of the game, they actually said, here is a map of, like, they gave us a map of the, like, building because of how easy it is to get lost. Unfortunately, I kind of know my way now. Do you know what? I would totally have walls with just curtains on them. I would totally have walls with just curtains on them if it wasn't for damp. Because having curtains next to walls, especially outward walls, like outside walls, is like a quick way to get fucking mold in your house. Feel like the wind would be too strong for any candle there. Oh, yeah, definitely. It depends, though. If the wind was coming... No, you're probably right, actually, thinking about it. No, you're probably right. It would be very strong. Right, can we go back? Can we go outside then? Right, let's go outside.
The sword probably came from his garden, but...
But before we do that, oh my lordy, there is an advertisement going on my channel. Oh, and the Val said, "Let there be light." There is an advertisement going on my channel. The audacity of it. The audacity of that advertisement that is playing down there that nobody can see unless you are a non-subscriber. And then you can see it, but then you can't hear me. So you don't know the fact that I'm actually referring to the advert that is going on in my channel right now. And whatever it is, no, just don't. Whatever that is, no. Don't do it. It'll poison you. It'll poison. It's evil. It's evil. It's pure evil. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't do it. Don't. Whatever that is down there, whatever it is that they're showing on my channel, just plug your ears. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, friends. It's don't listen. Don't listen. No. Keep your ears pure. Keep them pure away from the evil sin. The evil sin of that advertisement. Whatever that advertisement was. I've got no idea what the advertisement was, but I didn't want you missing out on the game, you know? But I just noticed it didn't deduct the points for Monday for the channel point redeem. I did. Did it not? Thank you very much for being open and admitting that. If you want to do it again, I will deduct it. That is very fucking honest of you, friend. That is very honest of you. I really appreciate you saying that. If you want to throw it out again, I will. In fact, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Unicorn Bomb. All right. Evidently, maybe one of the mods like cleared it too early, and it didn't deduct it. I got no idea, but don't worry about it. Thank you very much for your honesty. If you could, choose not to spend your points on making things PG again, I would be really happy with that. I'd be really happy. I'd be really happy with that,
What could it have been used for?
Okay, so we've found there's the fucking okay, there's multiple statues. Okay, there's There's a maze. There's a maze. We've got a low hedge maze. There is Mr. Peru. Let's have this conversation with Mr. Peru. What do we know about Mr. Peru? Nothing. So number 3 is useful to have there. Here we go.
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't
No.
dream of it, sir.
What brings you here?
Right, I'm gonna do 3. He's immune to questioning, but his vulnerability is etiquette. Trying to find out Mortimer's little secret. I'm looking for my mother. I dropped by on the off chance.
To
Etiquette.
tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing ya.
Validate what? That?
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed a cat, Monsieur de Richet.
Ooh.
I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
You fear Mortimer that much? What did he do? What consequences? So he's already... Let's go with what did he do to you? Let's pull on that whole... How's it going, Lucy Lockhart's? How are you doing? Let's pull on this little concern for him.
What happened to you, monsieur?
It's time for me to assume the consequences of my choices. I've sold my soul to the devil. Now it's time to pay.
Not the answer that I wanted, but that's okay. I feel like that would have been the answer that we would have got anyway. So, this is interesting. This is very interesting.
Great. Honey.
This is very interesting. Ears pure in this channel? I didn't even know Twitch was allowed to advertise that thing. The audacity of it, right? If you ever really want to troll us, create some fake ads and mute your microphone while you play them. Could you imagine? Could you imagine just play them on my channel? But the thing is, my thing just popped into the top corner, which is why I do all of the ridiculous shit of pointing down, you know? Wish I could make that clip even shorter. We don't need a PG val. That is never something that needs to happen, alright? But it's a lot. I'll tell you what, I'll not release the evil, and as you've been super lovely. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? Top-notch clip right there. Okay, so we need to be more sparing with our resources. So, what's this? Search. 1. Vigilance. Oh, reduce.
Golden elixir.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take. Oh, my. No! My inventory is full of golden elixir. Fuck. Okay, well, it's good that we are getting full of stuff because it means that there will be stuff later on for when we need it. What? There's a cable. A cable that leads to nothing. For a moment there, I thought these were all weed plants, and I was like, "Good God, quite the addiction going on there."
And here he is, host with the most valid...
Oh, my lordy lordy! twice in the same week, you beautiful individual. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Look at them all. Who do these people think they are? How's it going, Terry Minot, you beautiful human being? How you doing, you glorious individual? Maybe we can give you a cheeky little shout out there. People go check out Terry Minot. Terry Minot is a glorious individual doing some more just chatting. I hope you were doing something nice and interesting today. Were you doing some more wanders around cities? Or were you doing some more of your delightful movie film things, you know? People go check out Terry Minot. Hilarious individual. Does a lot of these, like, movie night type things, movie night type streams, and also they do, like, tours of different cities where somebody's done, like, a 4K tour of a different city. People, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave because I'm a colossal filth wizard and I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. It's not what I'm about, you know? Whimsical Facts is for a bit then. I just couldn't do it. It would eat my soul to release it not knowing I'd earn it. I appreciate it. No, I really appreciate your honesty there, Unicorn Mom. Besides wanting a glass of lemonade and a pick and mix of Mentos. What? Look, I don't know whether lemonade and Mentos is going to work, but just take it easy, all right? Lemonade is equally as sticky as, like, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper, all right? I'm watching you, cheeky shit. I'm watching you. It's the man, the myth, the legend in his own pants, Valen Vane, everyone. How's it going, Bear? How you doing, you beautiful individuals? I did what I have missed. What have I missed? So, what have you missed so far? We got caught in the, in Lord Mortimer's private study. We got released by Jacques Peru. We have discovered just now through a conversation with Jacques Peru that he feels that he has sold his soul to the devil, sold his soul to Lord Mortimer, and is paying the price for it. We believe that that's the reason why he's only got one eye, or has damaged the ability in his right eye, left eye, whatever eye, and he doesn't want anything to do with our snooping, but he did let us out of the kindness of his own heart, which was very nice of him. And other than that, not really much. We've just been kind of like bumblefucking our way, trying to find out, like trying to resource collect at the moment, you know? All's well was a test today after Windows 11 wasn't working with OBS, so I had to roll it back. Don't do it yet. Oh, right, okay. No worries. I will not do that. But thank you very much for letting me know. I will probably wait till it's like a weekend where I can actually sit and play with it. But you're saying it's not working with... Okay, I'll investigate. I'll investigate further. But thanks very much for letting me know, Terry. I really appreciate that. People, again, go check out Terry Minot. Glorious human being. As is appropriate to all you wonderful people. It's afternoon for us. It's like mid-afternoon. It's like nearly 4 p.m. A scoop of ice cream in a glass to Monty so you can put the Oh my god, let an ice cream float. I'm not... Yeah, you can do that. I'm not a big fan. Be careful with that lemonade. Careful with it. Okay? You can have your ice cream float. Just don't spill it everywhere. Watching you, you shit. Watching you. So I was standing there chatting to someone, getting used to the height. Huh? Finally calming down somewhat. Letting go of the railing. And started to move around a little. One thing I didn't see, though. Nothing was dangerous. Just that. Even though most of the roof was tiled. What have I missed here? What? Even though most of the roof was tiled, there was a gap around a pointy object that some sort was sticking out there. Around it, you'd step down onto the roof covering. Huh? Okay, hold on. Heights and vertigo. Okay, right. Now I understand. This makes more sense. There was an instance where I was on top of a building 10 stories up and I was on the roof of what seemed to be a machine room that stuck out above the actual roof. The railing was there, just a single relatively thin rod on similarly thin poles. So you could easily look down everywhere. Okay. I was standing there chatting to someone, getting used to the hype finally calming down, letting go of the railing and starting to move around a little. One thing I didn't see, though, was nothing dangerous. Just there was a little, even though most of the roof was tiled, there was a gap around a pointy object, some sort of sticking out there. He stepped down to the roof covering. So I paced around a little, a bit more calmly, but still well aware of the height. And then, not minding that gap in the tiles, I accidentally stepped into it and got properly frightened by the little drop. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Well, now you want an ice cream float as well? Just don't make a fucking mess, you two, alright? Don't make a fucking mess. Leave it for a few months for apps to make updates for 11, Stream OBS not seeing sound. Oh, okay. Alright, well, thank you very much for letting me know. That, like, I was just going to do it over, like, a weekend and be like, right, okay, this is the weekend that I'm dedicated to it. But if things aren't updated yet, then, yeah, I fully understand why. Fully understand why that's doing it. But, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Again, people. Oh, that's not right. Go and check out Terry Minot. Go do the thing. Do the thing. Click on the follow button. And thank you very much as well for choosing to bring your people over here, despite the fact that it was just a test stream. That means a lot to me. That actually means a lot to me. Brave couldn't be even up there. End up falling due to fear. Oh, I mean, I love heights. No worries. You take it easy, Terry Minot. Thank you very much for bringing people over. You take it easy. I'm gonna jump back into the old game. But yeah, you take it easy, Glorious Bean. Thank you very much for bringing your people over. Yeah, no, I love heights. I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Okay, so this is a thread that leads somewhere. Before we start tugging on threads, okay, people, cheeky, let's have a look around at everything else, because I want to find stuff. If I can find stuff, I will take this. Memoirs to the Academy. The Academy. 1 point to linguistics. Okay. Academy. Academy. I'm basically just doing this in order to look for resources, because I am very aware. Like this, for example. Very aware that I am lackluster.
The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
Translate the plaque. Let's give myself some Erudition level 1, difficulty 2. Remember the myth? Translate the plaque. That only takes 1. Let's move away.
Keep going.
I don't need to know about Icarus, because I remember the story of Icarus. I don't, unless it's a translate the plaque thing. But I don't think I need it at that point in time. So this was it. I can't remember which one it was that ended up going to the Minotaur, but that one is more Carmelite water. This is useful. Oh, look. There's an empty slot for a sword. Well, we know where we're going. We're going there. Huh. Oh, there's a slot for a sword there as well. Ooh.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
That's the one. That's where we need to put the sword. Because the thread leads to here, and then it's cut, and then the rest of the thread is over there.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
Remember the legend, translate the plaque. Notice the crack.
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
They're all going to have cracks. Examine the crack.
As long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Return. Move
I wonder
away.
if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Probably did, because Mother is a very intelligent individual and has also been here a few times before, so that definitely puts her in good standing for following and solving enigmas.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus.
More cracks. Right, before we do all of this shit, we're gonna have to start looking at mythology and stuff like that, okay? Looks around for a tissue to clean up Monty's. Oh my god! Fucking hell, I'll leave you alone for 2 seconds. 2 goddamn seconds! That's it. No food for you for 2 months! Used to be adrenaline junkie until all the vestibular issues, and then suddenly my fear of heights. Although I still like abseiling weirdly, even though we can't do it anymore because my arm doesn't quite behave. Another vertigo adventure. There was a viewing tower in Rotterdam. You can take an elevator to a restaurant 100 meters up, and then go into a rotating lift that sits around a pole that goes up another 80 meters. To reach that upper lift from the restaurant, you first have to take another lift in between those. Still able to follow? Yeah, more or less. That lift was broken, so I had to go up a spiral staircase instead. Again, no risk of falling very far, but still, it was this flight of stairs, metal panel stairs, with nothing between the steps, and you were going up. I got a really good view of the 100 meters height below. Was fine, but I did hold on to that rail real well. Yeah, I'd have a lack of caring about my own sensibilities by the looks of things. How's it going, Orchard? How you doing? They all have a crack. Just not all of them in the torso. I mean, no, all of the ones that we've met so far have all been in the torso. Go this way. So, Daedalus. Points. That's the reason why. We check all of the areas. Okay, let's go and speak to this dude.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
Difficulty 0.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
Remember your lessons. Move away. I guide the sword that will kill the monster, which is, hey, why don't you follow the trail of this? Okay, so it's this one, which is a very carefully placed doodad. Go over here. That goes over there towards the Daedalus-y things. Let's make sure that that is the one, because there will definitely be misguidings. Why am I doing this? I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going. Goes up, goes round. The center. Oh.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
It looks like there's a staircase. I wonder what this very suspicious looking kiosk is doing in the garden. Oh, I wonder. What could it be? Pray tell, friends. Pray tell.
What is that?
That was tier 4 only.
It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
Kind of having a difficult day, feel quite low. Feel quite low. Are you alright, Orchard? You okay? If you need to just zen out and chill and lurk in the chat, that's perfectly fine. You don't like Theseus? Why is that, Ginger Bay? Analyze.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped. There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked.
Oh, no.
Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Reminds me of the traps I studied in Egyptian tombs. Right, let's not worry about that for the moment. Let's analyze this. Read the message on the
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. It looks like this slab moves. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a passageway underneath it.
Well, I am shooketh. What are the chances? What is this? This looks like a key. Key with the occult earth symbol. Now, where was the earth symbol? Where was the earth box? Okay. We need to go back down here. The earth box was this one? I think.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth
Yes.
on the lid.
Carmelite water. Royal jelly. Useful. Useful. Mysterious notes. Have a look at some mysterious notes. 3 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Bible notes. Mother's handkerchief. Dairy shaped bag. Or was it one of these, maybe? Maybe it was one of those. Be okay, just found a key feeling dark and down. I've lots of uni work to do, so just wanted to come somewhere comfy to lurk while I try and get some work done. No worries, Orchard. You take it easy. You are more than welcome to lurk away and listen to my sultry tones as I bumblefuck my way through this entire story. And, yeah, you're more than welcome to chill out with us. That's cool. That's cool. Don't you fret it at all, friend. Right, what have I got? I've got 4 of those, so let's grab one of them. And we'll grab one of them as well. Because we can cure all negative bits and pieces. Right. So, we are going back... Oh, wrong way. We're going back towards... this way. We go up this way. We go over this way. We plow through this direction. The Minotaur. Can we go in here? No. So, the Minotaur.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
Let's go.
So that isn't... That isn't... Even though it looks like... basically, this is ending here, and it's like, oh, it could be any one of these 3. But this... implies that it's here. What's this one?
Minos. son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
It's this one. Translate the plaque.
His gesture sealed his fate.
His gesture sealed his fate. Politics unlocked. Observe the crack.
Is
Let's
in the
try
region
it.
of the heart. Minos.
Can I do it? Can I take it out? Okay, so that's done something to this. We heard a crunch. Oh, I've got so many questions. Right, let's go back. Let's take it out of Minos. How's it going, Amy? How you doing, my love? Let's take it out of Minos and see if there is a clunk with any of the others. I think it's this one. Let's remove the sword. If there's a clunk with one of these, then it could be any of them. But if there isn't...
Theseus. He's the son of Aegeus. He became the mythical king of Athens, the unifying king. Pity, he's generally only remembered for having slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso.
Thrust the sword into the crack. Right, that didn't do anything. So, we'll take the sword out. We'll put it back into Minos.
Instead.
Put it back into Minos.
Minos.
Because pretty sure it was definitely him. Observe the crack.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
So was this Hercules that saved the Minotaur? No. No. Right, so that made a clunk when we originally examined it. Now, ooh, just grab that. Now that we can. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Just finished baking waffles. Now having started cleaning your craft room. I love this. Okay. Choice already made. Study the mechanism. Choice already made. Oh, we've already made those choices? What was the mechanism?
I bet it's booby-trapped.
Alright, okay.
There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong,
That's the palm.
I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Right. We're gonna press it.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
Was that it? It's the same thing?
There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer.
Damn it.
Reminds me of traps I studied
Stick
in
your
Egyptian
sword in my
tombs.
crack any day. Hit, 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 hit. Give it a press. Fuck it. No time like the present. Oh, we've got a little bit of clarinet in the music there, so obviously something happened. Oh, what a surprise. There's blood on the wall. My mother has definitely lost an arm, so it's probably her. I mean what? Theseus is praised for killing the first Minotaur Asterius, which was thrown into the labyrinth, created for him after his bull instinct became more prevalent. Some women were put into the labyrinth, and the king at the time tasked Theseus with retrieving them, even though he didn't have to. He snuck off on Asterius and slayed him. Yes? What is your point? I'm failing to see why that's Why, in regards to like ancient Greek myths, why is that an issue? Do you remember the lady leaving the wire trail so Minotaur's bane would be able to find their way back out of the maze? But apparently I have some names confused. Yes. I can't remember the names, but yeah. Still a little lurky Lou today. I like that. I like that. You like Asterius? Any particular reason why you like the man-eating Minotaur? The cannibalistic Minotaur? PC is struggling with time for reboot? No worries, Amy. You take it easy. Right, let us delve into the realms.
Ah!
Don't fall down the stairs. Don't fall down the stairs, you fuck.
Again?
Fall backwards, fall backwards, fall backwards. Too late. We're fucked.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Yeah, because blood on the sleeve is not going to be a fucking obvious sign.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Okay. The plot thickens. Actually, the person only provided the wire. They didn't lay it out. Theseus did that. So they give, if I remember my my mythology correctly, which I'm loose on my mythology. The thread, it wasn't wire, it was thread, was given to Theseus and tied at the gate, like the entrance gate to the labyrinth, which meant that Theseus could retrace their steps in order to get back to the gate, because the whole idea of the labyrinth is it changed and you would get lost in there because there were so many different turns and bits and pieces. But yeah, no, it was the wire / thread was given to Theseus to help them out. He had a more human side to him at one point, yeah, but then he became a monster in the literal sense of the word, as in bullhead 8 people, 8 human beings. Not that I am for or against the Minotaur. I very much realize that they're all myths and never actually happened, but you know, just do a DNA test, it'll all be fine. Yeah, exactly. In this day and age, do a DNA test. Hello, some amber. Give me that.
Amber.
Fred, if you will, remember more than I do. The idea of retracing, yeah. How's it going, Robin Kyrie? How you doing? Oh my god, more peripheral. I'm alright. I'm alright. Do you know what? I'm not a massive fan of peripherals either, but I will take them just so that Monty can't have them. Okay, so I can't go back up the steps. That blood-soaked bandage?
Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Oh, mother. Inspect the bandages with science or noticed something with observation.
There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently. which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
I mean, he's not the greatest of human beings from what we've discovered. Do you know what I mean? Very drained, but still otherwise good. I'm glad to hear that. Waiting for Yodel to deliver my HelloFresh order. I need to take to Puppy. You need to take a HelloFresh order to... Who is Puppy? No worries, Lady Raven. How you doing? Raven, how you doing? You take it easy. Lurk away. Do your thing. Do you know what I mean? Hope you start to feel better soon. Yeah. You're all amazing people. I hope you feel loved because you're all amazing. I'm happy to know you're all here and living your life and spending time doing whatever you like to. You are enough in life, and I hope that you all have a wonderful and great life. Thank you very much. Our pocket full. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in and saying stuff like that. Don't you worry, friends. Life will always be great in the end, and we will work for making sure that we have more smiles on our faces than frowns. Okay. We'll work to make sure that that happens. People, I'm just going to get up for 2 seconds and just close that curtain because it's getting a wee bit dark outside. And my room is very light. I don't want people peering in, glaring at me from the outside. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be but a moment while I close that. You need to take your doggo for a walk, but I'm waiting. Oh, okay. I was like, you're getting a HelloFresh order for your dog? What is it? What? Love y'all. Are you doing all right, Hot Pocket Full? Are you doing okay? Are you making sure that your life is wonderful and amazing because you are equally as amazing and glorious and spectacular? It's all very well you coming in and telling people that we are all amazing, but you've got to realize that yourself. You've got to realize how much of an amazing person you are as well. You know what I mean? You're doing great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. All right, give me 2 seconds, people. Give me 2 seconds. Just closing curtains. I have unstrung one of my curtain things, but that's okay. I'll deal with that later. You know? Played the most amazingly cute, adorable game today called Unpacked. 10 out of 10 would play again. Is that the one where you get, like, you are just... Like, you're basically somebody who's just moved into a new house. You get given boxes and you need to unpack them and decorate rooms. Let's move away. I don't need to science that shit, and I'm very, very careful about the stuff that I've got going on here. That looks like a coin.
A Greek drachma. One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
This does not look good. This does not look good at all. Especially as I am here standing over yet another dead body. Don't touch it.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Here we go. Oh, caught over another dead body. I could have found someone important in the crypt. What is this alternate path? Eavesdropped on the conversation, convinced Piaggi to reveal... Oh. Okay. What that was if I had gone... If I'd have gone straight... If I had have not eavesdropped on Piaggi and Volner, then I would have found somebody important in the crypt. But I didn't. Because I eavesdropped, it took its time. I took my time to get to the crypt and therefore missed whoever it was in the crypt before I got there. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Like, every single choice that you make has consequences. It really does. I love it. 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 Yes, but there's a sort of story to it without any narration. Okay, interesting. His consciousness was gone and the bull took over. He faded away, but not by his choice, which gave me a bit of sympathy for Asteria. I wish then they would have gone to the witches to help him rather than cage him. Yeah. Okay, so think about it like this, Ginger Bay. What if Asteria, who had fallen into a fit of madness because the bull had taken over, and what if Theseus was actually taking pity on him and basically put him out of his misery because he no longer had control over his own body? What about that concept? You see the person you're playing as developing over time. Oh, that's interesting. I love the stream, love their energy. Thank you very much, Hot Pocket Fool. I also love my energy. And I'm glad that people love the stream. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, K2Envy? How you doing? Forever waiting for buses. Told my mum about the scary thing from last week, and she's now picking me up after therapy. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. That's really good. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I missed somebody in the alternate path. Let's go. Let's fucking do this. Oh. Oh, so close. So close.
It's a raid. Flee! Flee!
Oh my lordy lordy, ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and in between. Delve deep into your pits of popcorn. Monty, get up here. Wrong one. Monty, get up here. Get up here, you cheeky devil. Come here, you. Delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Look at them all. Look at all these delightful individuals. These devoted monks chant love. I do love the devoted monks. How you doing, Wrathful Monkey, spectacular specimen of humankind? Hello. There's my thingy. There it is. People go check out Wrathful Monk. Wrathful Monk is a wonderful human being who I love very, very dearly. We have game nights every so often. Are we doing another game night this year, potentially? We're doing game night this year, potentially, Wrathful Monk? We haven't done one. We didn't do one last year because I was too fucking busy in the arse end of nowhere. But potentially do one this year at some stage, maybe. Later in December. Twixmas, yeah. Sometime around then. Sounds like a really good plan. People go check out Wrathful Monk. Wrathful Monk is a good friend of ours. Very, very good friend of ours. Glorious human being. Happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual who I very much appreciate. You were doing some Orcs Must Die. Is that the... I want to say barricade one, where you have hordes of orcs coming towards you and you need to put up defenses and just basically protect things? People, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave because I'm a colossal filth wizard and I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young, you know? I can get with that. Never thought about it that way. The reason why I say that, Ginger Bay, is because I've definitely seen people lose themselves in the past, and especially in like ancient Greek times. Like if you have a dog or a cat or a pet that is that has lost itself to age or senility or has become a danger, you know what I mean? Then you would like put that creature down, wouldn't you? You'd like do the kind thing and put it out of its misery. But perhaps the concept of Theseus could have applied in that scenario. Do you know what I mean? We are playing a game called The Council today, people. It is a lot of political intrigue. It is hugely fucking interesting. It's amazing in the regards that it really makes you second guess everything that you ever do. And we've just completed chapter 2. There's the 5 chapters in all. We've just completed chapter 2. And we will jump straight into chapter 3 once I've welcomed in all these wonderful raiders, you know? You know? The devoted Guido says, "Hey, Valen," wink, wink. How you going, Guido? Not bad. How you feeling? Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Pretty good. After a week and a half of illness and then a weekend of mild alcohol shenanigans causing toxicness in my body, I'm doing pretty all right. I'm doing pretty all right, all things considered, you know. How are you doing, buddy? Blah blah monk grade thingy. Something something something. Yeah. But I love the devoted monks chanting love. I love them coming in here and going, Jesu Domine, splooge, dona eis. Oh my lordy! 2 in as many minutes. 2 in as many minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, all gents outside routine, delve deep into your bits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really. Oh my lordy, we've just been raided by Wrathful Monk, and now we get raided by Abby Stabby as well. People, go check out Abby Stabby Art. Abby Stabby Art is the person who did all of our wonderful emotes and is the mother of young Monty down here. Little Monty bouncing away. I'm gonna go, yeah, it's all right. You can enjoy Mum for a bit, all right? Good lord, good lord. The week between Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. Twixmas. Because that's what? Why are they rolling the credits? What was the end of the game? No. So it's the end of chapter 2. So it's technically speaking 5 little games that are all like one long storyline. A lot of games are doing that in this format now. They do like chapters. We did chapter 1, we've just finished chapter 2, and now we're gonna crack on to chapter 3. Yeah, it's the latest release of The Orcs Must Die. That's really cool. That's really cool. I watched Jay Britton play a little bit of it, and it looked like a fun game. It looked like a kind of game that I would like to lurk to, but not necessarily a game that I would play myself. Do you know what I mean? Fancy having your heart broken? Look up the Grave of the Roman Dog. I already know the story of the Grave of the Roman Dog. I already know the story. There is also a grave on the Hoover Dam. There's a grave on the Hoover Dam that's dedicated to a dog that was like an adopted sight dog. That it was a stray that used to just come in and be around all of the workers and stuff, which was really fucking cool. So yeah, Patricius, you think? We bring you love. I do love love. I'm a big fan of love, especially all over my face. I mean, what? Thank you very much, Kale. Yeah, people go check out Abby Stabby Art, and also go check out Wrathful Monk as well. Both of these individual mistresses here. I have categorically stated that that Abby Stabby is not a dominatrix. Definitely not a dominatrix. Definitely not a mistress of any way, shape, or form. She definitely didn't put me up to this. She's definitely not holding my pet lobster hostage. Definitely not. Under any circumstances. How was Big Titty Goth Wednesday? Big Titty Goth Girlfriend Wednesday. That's the one it is on Hump Day, right? Hump Day is Big Titty Goth Girlfriend things. Do you know what I mean? He's been well fed. He is fucking well fed. Right, Sunshine, go on. You've got an ice cream float and God knows what else that you need to finish before I finish stream. Because if it's not, it's gone. I'm not even going to eat it. I'm going to put it in the bin. Yeah, I thought so. Cheeky devil. What's he like? What's he like? Seriously. Do you know what I mean? How was your stream though? What did you get up to? What did you get up to? What were you drawing today, young Abby Stabby? You know? Dances naked into chat. How's it going, Gaming Wogwire? How you doing? I do love it when you dance naked. Naked is always great. You should have chanted mushrooms. I would have immediately vomited. Banned all of your community. Ban them all. All of them. Every single one of them. Good fucking chanting mushrooms coming in here. I mean, really. People, if you need to, like, especially Abby and Rafa Monk, if you need to go away and grab some kind of beverage or a snack or something like that, please do not feel that you need to stick around. I appreciate you. I also appreciate you sticking around if you want to stick around. That's also perfectly fine. That's also perfectly fucking legit. Do you know what I mean? Most of my stream was just talking about muff watches and cars named the Growler. And now my wisdom to buy a Growler and wear my muff watch to drive to Muff in Ireland. What the fuck?
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
What the fuck is a muff watch? I know what a muff is in every connotation of the word. But what the fuck? Fuck is a muff watch? Thank you so much for the follow, you delightful individual. I won't call your name out just in case you're lurking. I don't like to out any lurkers, but I very much appreciate the follow. You know? Valen's collar is not around his neck. It's not. actually makes one big circle. It goes in through my belly button and then out through my... And then... you drew your mate's girlfriend for Big Titty Goth Girlfriend Week. Yay! I love this. I love this. Need to load the car for the market tomorrow. No worries, Rafflemonk. You take it easy. Go do your thing. Thank you so much for bringing your people up.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
What's the
We are
link
the chat
to?
stream. Chat stream. We all want the mushrooms. Eat the mushrooms. Lay with the mushrooms. We are the chat stream. Chat stream. We all want the mushrooms. Eat the mushrooms. Lay with the mushrooms. We are the chat stream. Chat stream. We all want the mushrooms.
No, we
Eat
don't.
the mushrooms. Lay with the mushrooms.
No, we don't. Don't need this. This doesn't need to happen. That's perfectly legit. We don't need that to occur. You know? We don't like the mushrooms. Mushrooms can die in a fire. That's perfectly legit. Okay, Dean. Alright. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. There's a brand of watch called Muff. Oh, good lord. How's it going, Mega Spell? How you doing, you beautiful human being? The Ginger Muff. The Muff Diver. That's £69. They fucking knew exactly what they were doing in this. Deep blue muff, ice blue muff, a blonde muff. I would 110% buy a watch that was called Muff. A hot pink muff? The Brazilian muff? I can't say that I'm against it. I mean, price between 60 and 70 pounds. Why? Because they're all 69 pounds. All of them. Every single one of them. Show me all of them. Show me all 36 products. There aren't 36 products. It gives me the option to show up to 36 products, but there are not 36 products. The blonde muff. Give me the blonde muff. What have we got? Ooh. Oh my god. That is outrageous. That is actually outrageous, and yet, sheer fucking genius. I cannot deny it. I cannot fucking deny it, do you know? They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. Doing well, just got back from voice training, Meg, as well. That's amazing news. That's amazing. How is it going? How is the voice training and stuff going? Going alright? Going okay? Feeling a bit more comfortable in yourself, you know? Ginger Muff Diver, I am dying, right? Been thinking about smartwatches for a few years, but they all seem a bit shit. So I've never been one for the smartwatch. The only watch that I own one watch, and my grandparents bought me it for my birthday, for my 21st birthday. And it's the only watch I own, and my only prerequisite, because they asked me, they were like, "Do you want to get the fancy watch? Do you want to get a Rolex or whatever?" Because they were more well off than they ever let on. They were asking me about watches, and I was like, I only have one requirement for a watch, and that it's indestructible and will last forever. Because I don't really wear watches. So they got me this watch. I don't even know what brand it is, but it is indestructible. It's shockproof, waterproof, fucking like scratch proof. It's solar powered, so it never runs out of battery. It's just indestructible. It's fucking like it does everything it needs to do and more. You know? Everything that I could want a watch to do and more. I've never been one about smartwatches, but then I don't really wear watches, so that's probably why. Do you know what I mean? Is it a diving watch? Yeah, Must Diver. Juicy Muff? Could you imagine? One that's splash resistant? Because if there's something that I want my muff to be, it would be splash resistant, you know? The perks of having the best mate who's a watch addict. He showed us them all. Good lord. Good lord. Just popped out of Lurk to say, ooh, nice muff. Anyway, back to Lurk. Like, Lurk away. Lurk away. Doing pretty well. Apparently, I have a pretty natural femme voice. Just got to learn to support my voice with my breath in my stomach and be more breathy. Yay! That sounds amazing. Don't know if you remember how I sound. You met me a few years ago. I do not remember. I do not remember. But this isn't a surprise. My memory is fucked. My memory is fucked. You know what I mean? The green one is the juicy. The green one's the juicy muff. How's it going, Squid, you beautiful human being? Let me give you a cheeky little shout out there as well. People go check out Squid. We raided Squid yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. They are a glorious human being who we love very, very dearly. The Juicy Muff. If you want to go muff diving, the Juicy Muff is the muff for you. If there's gonna be a muff that I require, I do like a good juicy muff. What else was there? The Brazilian muff. I'm a big fan of the idea of the Brazilian muff. Big little Brazilian muff. High endurance. You know? It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. And it's been a hot minute since I've been up north. I mean, to be honest with you, let's not lie about this though, Megaspell. It's been a hot minute since most people have done fucking anything. You know? Most people have done fucking anything. They might have to go for the juicy muff. Green is the best color. Green is a solid color. It's definitely got a typo negative vibe. Do you know what I mean? You're welcome, Squid. How are you doing, my love? How's it going? Hope you're doing spectacularly well. Thanks very much for looking after my peeps yesterday. People go check out Squid. We raided them yesterday. I'd only really seen bits and pieces of VODs, and I had a wild time over there. They did psychoanalytic shit, and I wasn't entirely ready for it. I'm not going to lie to you. But psychoanalytic shit is definitely what we're doing in this game today. We are playing a game called The Council, which is basically making me second guess everything that I have ever done in my entire life ever, because every single choice that you ever make in this entire game has consequences. And it really does make you rethink everything. It's intriguing, to say the least. Do you know what I mean? Neon green is a good color, but you have to be very conscious of color coordinating the rest of your outfit. This is the reason why. You see? This is the reason why if I'm going to get like a watch, it needs to be something like black, because it will go with everything that I ever wear ever. You know? You know? Now I'm saying to myself, is black or grey or white? Exactly. Exactly, you know? They're all fucking £69 too. Yeah, exactly. That's the best way. Friends, don't forget that I decorated my house like Prince Fuck the Moulin Rouge, but I definitely bought it when, like, because it was number 69. Do you know what I mean? Just sort of wanted to make a purple-black latex jester suit, which would go really well with a lot of green stuff being complementary color. Yeah, do it. Do it. Why not? Want to do you make latex now, Megaspell? Do you make latex? Doing well. It's the one day a week I have to be in the office. This is my office. This is my office. I do all of my stuff from here. Unless I'm out performing. Unless I'm out doing like cabaret and stuff, which is really exciting because cabaret is coming back out. I've applied to do a hell of a lot of cabarets in the near future. Do you know what I mean? But yes, office is, it's perspective, Squid. It's perspective. Remember that. It's you do the shit bits so that you can appreciate the good bits. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna go back and you're gonna stream and you're gonna be like, oh, this is great because at least I don't have to do all the office work. Do you know what I mean? You're a black and gold creature myself. I'm a whatever creature takes my fancy. Take that how you will. Midstream ad. Oh, no. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Normally, I react to the adverts. Normally, because you know it zooms up my entire thing up into, like, the top corner. Normally, I react to it. Even though I don't know what the advert is. I'm like, oh, my lord, look, could you imagine having that on my live? Oh, my God, could you... Like, you know. But I missed it. I missed it. Gutted. Welcome back. there's a lot of cabaret stuff down here in Brighton. Need to check out with a date at some point. Honestly, yeah, no, definitely. Brighton is a big hub. The big hub of cabaret activity. Faux show, as the more cool kids say. You know what I mean? Consensual glomps. All of the consensual glomps. Anyway, people, I'm going to plow back into the game because we are starting chapter 3 of this. It is a political intrigue game. It's very, very interesting. It is making my mind fucking melt. But we're going to jump back in for the Conclave.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must
Thanks,
leave
Joe.
me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't
They're
forget
both
where
there.
you are, please.
Oh! Okay, that was just painting the picture of who's involved. This is good. This is good. All right, manuscripts to equip 3 already. Oh, exciting. Thank you very much, Kale. Yes, thank you, people. I do not like to have any kind of spoilers or any kind of theories or anything like that. I can't basically like to bumblefuck my way through these things as completely unwitting as possible, you know? Finally, the bus saw a homeless person again, and it makes me sad as it's fucking freezing. Then I got him a coffee. First time I ever bought a coffee. Yeah, thank you very much. Well, congratulations for that, Eva. Congratulations. I'm sure you made their day a little bit nicer, you know? Right. What have we got? There's nothing that can be complemented by one more point. What have we got available? Logic, etiquette, linguistics, and subterfuge. I think subterfuge is going to be one of them. Logic, etiquette. Okay, so we'll go with logic, subterfuge, linguistics, or etiquette. Etiquette, linguistics. Let's go with etiquette because we know that etiquette is a weakness of Peru. You're heading to therapy and she's picking you up afterwards. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. The crypt entrance. So this is where I got caught. I say caught. This is where I'm investigating the body that we've found. And somebody has found us over their corpse, as it were. A really fun time at my best mate's bachelor party went to cabaret. Yeah, cabaret's great.
Louis, the conference is about to start any minute. This is not the time to be... Damn it. What's going on?
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon this body.
Why are you here?
My God. You don't think Sarah did it, do you?
Diversion. Protect her reputation. I'm not sure I want to protect her reputation. I'm protecting my mum because she's my mum, but I don't necessarily, nothing that is going in her favor at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's going in her favor, so I'm not sure I want to protect her. You don't think my mum did it, did you? I don't think Sarah did it, did you? I want to know why he's down here. This is a secret crypt. A secret crypt in the middle of a maze. Like a garden maze, but a maze nonetheless. Do I just do it for the sake of doing it? Hold on a minute. We don't know. I don't think we know anything about George Washington yet, do we? We don't know whether he's... Oh, goddamn, this is what I mean by second guessing. This is exactly what I mean by making you second guess everything you ever fucking do. Because if I say no, then I'm going to be sticking to that idea of no, even though I know... Let's protect our reputation.
Mr. President, you really shouldn't get involved. Please be on your way. I'll take care of this. You didn't come this way, and you didn't see anything.
You're right, it's for the best. If Sarah did that, I don't know what kind of hornet's nest she's kicked open. But I do wish you luck, my friend. Oh, darling, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
Mr. President, this is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
Oh, but I don't know what the project is. I don't like committing myself to fucking anything, but... How's it going, Tiny Moonchild? How you doing? Got some dry ass lips. Yeah, need some Vaseline on there. Some tender Vaseline. But we have made good with George Washington, and he seems to be in our favor of defending us against the murder of... Well, I say that, but he's not actually said anything. Do you know what I mean? Decisions, all of the decisions. Fucking tell me about it. This is really fucking hard. Alright, yeah,
Don't worry. You can count on me, Mr. President. I shall help you with Mortimer's project as soon as I've finished up here.
Good, Louis. Sarah would be proud of you. I'll stall them while you're on your way, but make haste. I'm going. Don't be long.
Tell them that I'm on my way.
I am suspicious. Take the book. Organon. Logic. Cool. Cool. Busted in the city.
Leftover food. Ugh, not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while. An old blanket. From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm.
Couldn't have kept her very warm, you say. Inventory full of Carmelite water? No! I should have used the Carmelite water then, but never mind.
Oh, he's dead. What the hell's been going on here?
Search. Oh, okay, the key with the air symbol. Oh, we can use the Carmelite water now! That sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
Somebody smashed him in the back of his head with something. He slowly bled to death. But that isn't what killed him. They broke his neck.
So he got smashed in the back of the head, which stunned him, and then they killed him. Interesting. Time for a tea break? No worries, Orchard.
Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks. His face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed. Might have expected more from Lord Mortimer. Mother, if this is your doing, the situation is getting worse and worse.
Okay. Let's take the Carmelite water, which...
Well, the gate is locked.
Soups us back up to maximum. What is
Someone's
this?
made a fire here, and the ashes are still warm. If you're the one who did it, Mother, it couldn't have been easy with only one hand.
Investigate the ashes.
I must have just missed her. If only I hadn't wasted so much time getting out of Lord Mortimer's study.
I don't think it was her. I don't think it was her. Of all of the things that we're seeing here, there was nothing like an unexpected guest. Yeah, that's all right. The political intrigue that we discovered earlier on was much more important than what we've discovered here. Let's just pull in one of those so we've got at least some effort points. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we're going this way. Do 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 do. Where was the box with the air symbol?
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
How's it going, Marijuano? You alright, friend? Just woke up from my nap and was surprised with a new phone. That's great, but one thing that I find strange is a lot of students and teachers in my class just seemed really down. My friend, let's call her, and her boyfriend have depressive episodes all at the same time, and both my psychology and Arabic teachers both seem really upset and stressed. I don't know, but is everyone? Don't know what it is, but everyone feels uneasy. It could be a great number of things, Tiny Moonchild. It could be that there is high pressure and people are feeling it. It could be the fact that people are noticing that other people are feeling down and therefore feeling down about things themselves. It could be that they've all just got separate things going on in their lives and they are naturally feeling a little bit more down and out about about things. There are a whole load of stuff that it could be. I would encourage you not to try and work it out because you will go completely bananas trying to work out what is going on with so many people. Do you know what I mean? Just do what you can to make everyone's day a little bit brighter and let them work things out themselves, you know? Okay. Interesting.
Respect to any other leading characteristic.
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it.
That does seem the same.
Attend the conference. Well, let's do the first thing first, shall we?
Devil's Thorn.
Let's go and gather all of the resources that we can.
Great. Honey.
Because we're probably going to need them. Another cache. This semester is so hard for everyone. It's a whole post-COVID stuff, and it's fucking with people. I can tell you that my profs and my classmates have been feeling the same thing. Can't pick up any more Carmelite water because I've already got it. That's good to know.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Water, use the left key.
But it is not sound. You know it is not sound.
I do not need, and the whatever's in there, I do not need it yet. We can bumblefuck our way around a little bit more. I don't know what the collector's coins are for, but Amber. Amber. Okay, let's go and see everybody but Lord Mortimer first. Don't need that yet.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake?
Oh, let's not go and see you first. Jesus. Hang in there and take care. Yes. Ah, yes.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Indeed, I rather believe he did. I heard something about it.
Okay. Well, I'm naturally going to talk to everybody else first.
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to begin?
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins. You should go and see him. Are you quite sure?
Ah, yes. Dismissive as always, friends.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
I can't remember what your weaknesses and stuff are. Peru, vulnerability to etiquette.
I have suspected it for some time, but now I have already told her so once. By your desire. Are you quite sure?
Let's. And you're vulnerable to yes.
I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Ooh. Ooh. The tension builds, friends. The tension builds. I picked that up.
But with respect to any other leading characteristics. Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
What is the
Can you give me
about?
a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all. and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
This is like Illuminati level shit, this.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
And Mortimer has been the head of every single one of them.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance.
Oh.
You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
What's that to do with me? What's it to do with me is the fact that I am basically representing the golden... whatever it's called. For France. That means that... that'll give Napoleon more power. And will take power away from Godoy. Neither of which I like. Continue.
My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Doesn't cost me anything to do that, but I don't know whether it's a... What was he? He was immune to... Immune to science. This is one of the few times I think this is going to be really important. Nope, 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 nope. It's free anyway. Really important to display immunities and stuff. I'll take one of them as well.
But why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, If Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We will have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts. My friends, I propose we get started. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
But friends, that